Hello, hello. Happy Woohoo weekend, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Kim Dent, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Maryland Heights, Missouri, which is a suburb of St. Louis, Missouri. I've been a demonstrator for 21 years, and I'm so excited to be here with all of you and all the other amazing demonstrators from around the world. I'm going to demonstrate for you a quick and easy card using the Share a Milkshake bundle. So give me just a second. I'm going to sync my laptop and then we'll get started. How is everyone? It's morning here in the Midwest or in the United States. I don't know what time it is for our friends in the rest of the world, but I'm sure if you're not able to watch live, you can tune in and watch the replay. And I would love it if you would comment just to let me know if you like my card. So let's see, we're almost there, girls and guys. Oh my goodness. Well, boo. It doesn't look like my laptop is syncing, so I'm gonna give it one more shot and then we'll see. There I am. Oh, yay. It's always the technical stuff that gives me the nervous stomach, so I'm glad it looks like we're all there. It's always there. Okay, I'm in the right place. Okay, I'm gonna flip my camera around so you can see the card. So give me just one more second. I promise this is it. Oh, let me scoot this out. All right. So the card that we're making today is this one. And it is, like I said before, it's with the Share a Milkshake bundle. So there's the stamp set. There's 16 stamps in the set. And then it also has a coordinating die set, which has 12 dies. Let's see if I got them. There's some of them. This one is adorable because it makes like a ice cream waffle cone. And then the crosshatch is just really nice for backgrounds. And then I'll be using the other dies I'll show you for the project. So 16 stamp sets, 12 dies. It's adorable. It's on page 12 and 13 of our mini catalog. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, and I'm gonna bring in the colors that we're using today are Real Red, Polished Pink, and Balmy Blue. Love these colors. And then the kit, I'm using a Balmy Blue card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5 or 14.9 by 21 centimeters, and I've just scored it down the middle. And then the next layer, this is our Gingham Cottage DSP. You get 48 sheets. It's found on page 9 of the mini catalog. I love it. I love it. There's, I believe this is Blushing Bright, and then there's Balmy Blue, but all sorts of really pretty ginghams. So Sweet Sorbet and Mint Macaron. So this is our next layer. I think I'm gonna go ahead and assemble. There we go. The next piece is, I die cut. So I used a 3 3/4 by 5 inches or 9.5 by 13.9 centimeters. And I use the die that is called scallop. This is one of the dies from the Scalloped Contour dies that I love. If you love scallops, this is found, you can find the die set on page 174 of the annual catalog. So that's what I use for that. I've already done the die cutting, so I can bring that piece out. I want it to save a little bit of time. So I use basic white, and I love it. I love the stitching and I love the scallops. It's a great die set. This is the piece we're going to stamp on. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in, the stamp set is a photopolymer stamp set. So I always recommend when you're stamping with photopolymer, bring in a Pierce mat. You're just going to get a nicer image, and it's easier to stamp with a Pierce mat underneath. So here we go. We're going to bring in, I'm going to do the Parfait Glass with Balmy Blue. And this is a tip that I've been sharing pretty regularly. I just feel like you get a better, it's easier to line up because this stamp set is a two-step stamp set. So there's the Parfait Glass. You can see this piece, this stamp is the detail, and then the solid image fills it in. So for me, I just like to share that it is a lot easier to line up your stamps, unless you're using a Stamparatus, by stamping the detail image first. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Gotta make sure my Pierce mat's under there enough. Lay it down and give it a nice hard push. And then that turned out great. And then the next one, this solid piece, we're going to ink it up and we're going to stamp off. So I can get half of the ink off, but when I go to line it up, it just gives a nice effect. And there you can see, it's a lot easier to line up that two-step stamp. There you go. So I hope that's something that you could benefit from, that that is just something that I've learned from other demonstrators, that it's just easier, I guess, for me visually to line it up. Now, the Stamparatus is a great solution, but if you don't have a Stamparatus, get one. But if you don't, and you're just using your acrylic blocks, stamp that detail stamp first. Okay, the next color that I'm going to bring in is Real Red. This is a Valentine card. So we're going to ink up, this says, "Life is sweeter with you." And I'm going to stamp this right in the middle. I love the font, don't you? Stinking cute. All right. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to bring in my pink, polished pink. And I just used a scrap for this because we're going to stamp all the ice cream, the cherry, and the straw on this. So I'm going to bring in, this is the ice cream. So cute. And then we're going to bring in, let's see, oh, I need Real Red back in here. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Shirley. Thanks for tuning in. Right, I'm going to bring in, look at this sweet little cherry stamp. Adorable. And then this is a straw. Oh, love it. Okay, those are my 3 pieces that I wanted to stamp for you just so you could see how easy it is to stamp. I've already cut out the pieces, but I just want to show you. Here's the dies. There's a straw die. And then a little teeny tiny little cherry die. And then here, that's my little reminder to tell you something. So I have these little magnetic bowls that they come in all different sizes. These are fantastic to have if you are, I teach classes, so if you are, I travel with these, so it's nice to have here in my own stamping space, but it's even better like if you're taking your stamps over to a friend's, stamps and dies over to a friend's house, because these little stinkers can get lost easily. So this is, you can, the store that I picked them up from is Harbor Freight, and they're very inexpensive, and it's what mechanics use for their like nuts and bolts. So I just wanted to share that with all of you because I think I got a whole set of them. I want to say for maybe $9.99. They're very cheap. So that's a great tip if you've got one, or you can always go online and find them. It's just will save you from losing those teeny tiny little dies. So I've already cut out the pieces. I've die cut, saved us some time. Oh, and then there's one more die. I used a little piece of polished pink and this sweet heart die. They're, it looks like they're all connected, but when you cut them out, they pop out, they're individual, but love, love, love. I love hearts all throughout the year, not just at Valentine's. So this is a great die to have. So a little piece of polished pink. And I've cut those out already. So we're going to assemble now here's my ice cream that I cut out. And this was I just think I'm amazed by this. Stampin' Up! Has thought of everything. There's a slit that the die automatically cuts out. The die does the work for you. So all you have to do is slip this straw behind into the slit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dimensional, or you could always just put a little bit of adhesive there, but that's going to anchor down that. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me get another one. It's going to anchor down that straw. And now I'm going to assemble. I liked it that the straw kind of hung off. It doesn't have to, all the images don't have to be on like this die piece that anchors it. So it looks kind of fun that it's dimensional and it's kind of hanging off the contour die piece. Let's put this out of the way. Then I'm going to take my Tombow glue. I just need a little dot for the cherry on top. And then I'm going to bring in my Take Your Pick tool. Thanks, Shirley. Yours was Shirley and I both this weekend chose the Share a Milkshake bundle. So take a look at her video, which was yesterday, because she has an adorable card too. So you can see, and if you watch, make sure you watch, but Shirley's video, you can see how versatile the stamps and bundles, because Shirley's card is done with a different color combination and looks fantastic, but it looks completely different than mine. Okay, I've put a mini dimensional on the back of this heart. I'm just going to pop that up. And then I took another mini dimensional and almost didn't fit. It was kind of having to squeeze it on there. So this one is going to go down here. Let me put this away. And then I'm going to bring in, this is part of like the coordinating, what's in with the Share Milkshake Bundle, and it's called the opaque adhesive back gems. And it looks like, I think this is Gorgeous Grape, Sweet Sorbet, Fresh Freesia, and white. And I'm going to use the white ones, which for me is really a change. I think there are so many of our embellishments that are gorgeous to use and fun to use. But I chose these just to show you that even with a white on white, it looks cute. Okay, there's small, medium, and large. And you get 240 of these. Look at that. That will last you a while. And then set this to the side. I'm gonna bring in, this is my, or here, let me go ahead and I'm gonna put the dimensionals on here. So we'll have the front of the card all made. Thanks, Nancy. Hi, Terry. Girls, I'm amazed by your talent. I've enjoyed watching Nancy and Terry's. I've got to catch up on the rest of the girls. Okay, this is going to get layered onto the Country Gingham, which I love. Love, love, love. Okay, and now I'm going to work on the inside of the card. So I'm going to bring in, this piece is 4 by 5 1/4 or 10 by 14.4 centimeters. And I'm going to bring, oh, you know what I'm going to do? Bring back my Pierce mat. And I'm going to bring in Real Red. Oops, wrong stamp. The outside of my card says life is sweeter with you, and then on the inside it says be my Valentine. I love the font. And I'm going to decorate it with a couple of cute little hearts, so bring back the polished pink. And then to jazz it up a little bit more, I've been doing this lately and I love it. So this is just a scrap piece after, you know, cutting up the pieces for the card. I've got a lot of these little scraps left over, and I love that we can, I think it was a demonstrator, Susan Campfield, she said, the inside of the card should be just as pretty as the outside of the card. And so I'm really trying hard to make sure that I add a little something to the insides of my card. Ta-da! And then this piece. It's gonna go here. Isn't that sweet? Love the colors together. The last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna decorate my envelope for you. So I'm gonna bring in, let's see, bring this back in. Oh, and we're gonna do another milkshake on the outside. So remember, do the detail stamp first. Oh, oh, oh. Well, boo. Let's see what it looks like when I stamp the solid. I'm going to raise this up a little. I was doing so well. Well, not too bad. Not too bad. And then we're going to bring in polished pink for the ice cream and a little cherry on top. And I'm going to put a cherry on the back. So sweet. All right. I'm going to bring in my card. Well, I hope you like this little card. And like I said, it's all the items can all be found in the mini catalog except for the die. This large die is in the annual catalog and the Scalloped Contour dies. So, yeah, they're sweet. This is great for a Valentine's card, but it also can be used for birthday, birthdays. And I love these little hearts, which can be used all throughout the year. So if you like any of the products that you've seen me demonstrate today, please follow up with the demonstrator who has invited you to this group. And whether you're watching live or you're tuning in for the replay, please comment. I'd love to know what you think about my card. Thank you. Thanks again, and I'll be popping in throughout the hour just to share some more tips with all of you. So thanks so much. Bye-bye.